that concludes that section. Now we want to move on to the next section, which is section verses 2 and 3. Forgive me while that I unwrap my Jolly Rancher so that I can keep my voice while I'm doing this. Verse 2. He saith, I have heard thee, in a time accepted, and in a day of salvation have I secured thee. Behold, now is the acceptable time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. Have I secured thee? Means I have helped you. A great many people say, well, I won't accept Christ now. I will do it some other time. They postpone it. Some people want to wait until a certain evangelist comes to town, or until they can attend a great meeting. Now, I don't know who you are and where you are right now, but if you are not saved, now is the acceptable time. I put up a poll on for one of our videos asking, do you know the Lord as your personal Savior, yes or no? 1/7 of our listeners do not know Jesus as their personal Savior, 14%. And so I encourage you to accept Christ as your personal Savior. Look at your clock. Whatever time it is right now is the time for you. Somebody will ask, can't I accept him tomorrow? Probably, but you have no promise of tomorrow, of a tomorrow. The important thing is that God says the time is right now. Verse 3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. We need to be careful about personal behavior. We are to give no offense to anything. And offense here doesn't mean hurting people's feelings. I don't think anyone can serve the church today without hurting the feelings of someone. Some folk are there for no other purpose than to get their feelings hurt. You have heard the old saying about carrying your feelings on your sleeve. Well, a lot of the saints do just that. Dr. Harry Ironside put it something like this: if you don't shake hands with them, they feel you intended to slight them. If you do shake hands with them, you hurt their arthritis. If you stop to speak with them, you're interrupting them. But if you do not, you are a little snooty. If you write them a letter, they know you are after their money. If you do not, then you are neglecting them. If you stop to visit them, you hinder them from their work and bother them. But if you do not visit them, it shows you have no interest in them. My wife and I got up early one morning and drove 200 miles before breakfast. We were really hungry, and we stopped in the dumpy little place where they served a good Texas breakfast of grits and hot biscuits. When I went to pay the bill, I noticed a sign up by the cash register. We can't please everybody, but we try. That may be a familiar sign to you, but uh, it was new to me that morning, and it made my day. Give no offense means that you are so to live that no one can point to you and say, because of that man's life, I have no confidence in the salvation he professes. Now, Paul lists things that should characterize the ministry. They are quite